I finished my first book on my 25 and 25 fiction list, and that was The Fox Wife. I would say that this book is some historical fiction along with mystery and a little bit of like mythology or fantasy elements to it. I thought it was very beautifully written. I want to read more books by this author for sure. This book is set in Manchuria in 1908, I think. We follow Snow. I don't know why I forgot her name. Snow is a fox that transforms to a woman. There are other foxes. It doesn't matter if they're male or female. They can transform themselves into humans that are very alluring. They're able to trick people into falling for them or believing what they're saying or going along with them, those types of things. There are people in this story that leave like shrines for foxes. They pray to the fox gods. They believe that good luck will come from these things. So they also have people in the story that believe that foxes are bad and that they destroy things. So it was very interesting to follow those two types of people. But the main thing is Snow is a fox who is on a mission to hunt down the people who murdered her child. That is in the synopsis, so that's not a spoiler. That part of the story was very heartbreaking. She is tracking down a specific person. She is also avoiding some other of her same species foxes who are humans, but she is also kind of having a connection with some people unexpectedly in the story. It is so beautiful. There's also a dual point of view from, I think how you say it, Boa, I'm not really sure, but he is someone who is an investigator, but that's just like part of his story. But that's how their timelines intertwine, is because he's an investigator looking for someone who knows about a murder. Not the murder of her child. A murder of a woman. And somehow they're connected. But it follows his history of lost love and thinking about how things could have been in his life, and there's just a lot of history between the two people. Like, it goes into their history a lot, and it goes into the history of the area a lot, and it goes into like how the class systems are set up and the traditions and how things are done and like what they've seen, because the people who are foxes, the foxes who transform into people, I should say, they live a very long time. So they've seen changes. And so that was all so very interesting to me. There were so many times that I was so hooked into what was going to happen, I just couldn't put it down. But I would highly recommend it if you're just looking for something different that's historical fiction. I don't think that this is typical. And I think when I put it into my story graph, it listed it as a mystery. So I guess it is kind of a mystery, not thriller type. I guess it's a little bit thriller. Either way, it's a unique story, and I would highly recommend it. The Fox Wife.